It takes a rare level of belief to wake up before sunrise, stock heavy boxes of canned vegetables for $5 an hour, and still imagine yourself holding a Super Bowl trophy. The professional football machine operates with brutal efficiency. The NFL constantly cycles through the top 1% of athletes on the planet, often discarding anyone who fails to immediately adapt. Kurt Warner played at a small school, went undrafted, and was promptly cut by the Green Bay Packers. Statistically speaking, once that sequence happens, a player's career is permanently finished. The league moves on to the next prospect, but bills still had to be paid. While his peers moved forward into NFL careers, Warner took a job at the local Hy-Vee grocery store. He spent his days moving inventory and staring at shelves, earning minimum wage just to keep his rent paid. To stay ready, Warner spent his off hours training in empty parking lots, leaning on his faith to bridge the gap between his reality and ambition. He refused to let a name tag and a grocery shelf define his potential, treating the store as a temporary station on the way to a larger goal. Eventually, a lifeline appeared in the Arena Football League. Most NFL executives completely dismissed the indoor game, viewing it as a graveyard where failed prospects played out their final years in the sport. Instead of viewing the Arena League as a humiliating demotion, Warner treated the entire ecosystem as a high-speed training laboratory. The indoor game forced radical mechanical adjustments. Because the field is half the size and the walls enclose the players, the game moves significantly faster. Passing windows that stay open for seconds in the NFL open and close instantly in the Arena League. Warner adapted. His release quickened. His decision-making sharpened. He dominated the league, quietly building an elite, high-pressure toolkit while mainstream scouts completely ignored his progress. He continued this routine overseas in NFL Europe. It was another unglamorous proving ground where he stacked reps, refined his accuracy, and gained crucial experience leading professional teams. Greatness often develops exactly where nobody is watching. His anonymity acted as a shield, allowing him to relentlessly drill his mechanics and prepare for the highest level without the national spotlight. His break finally arrived when the St. Louis Rams signed him to fill out their roster. He was strictly a backup until the 1999 preseason, when starter Trent Green suffered a devastating knee injury. The media reaction was swift. Analysts wrote the Rams off immediately, assuming the season was lost because the offense was now in the hands of a 28-year-old former grocery clerk. They didn't know he was absolutely ready. When Warner stepped under center, he didn't panic. The years of high-speed training had prepared him. The result was one of the most explosive offenses in history. Warner orchestrated a machine featuring elite talents like Marshall Faulk and Isaac Bruce, with perfect timing and confidence. They called it the greatest show on turf. By the end of the year, Warner won the NFL MVP award and led the Rams to a victory in Super Bowl XXIV, taking home the game's MVP honors as well. The precision on display in St. Louis was the delayed payoff of the thousands of rapid-fire reps he took in the Arena League. Every touchdown pass in the NFL echoed the work he did when no one was watching. But professional football doesn't let you rest on a trophy. Eventually, injuries piled up and his performance declined. The Rams decided his best days were behind him and moved on. He signed with the New York Giants, and the results were disastrous. He struggled, was eventually benched, and heard critics dismissed him as a system quarterback whose brief window of success had permanently closed. He landed with the Arizona Cardinals. At the time, the franchise was an NFL afterthought, and the consensus was that Arizona was simply a quiet place for a fading star to retire. With the world writing him off for a second time, Warner faced a familiar crossroads. He had already proven he could climb from the bottom. Now he had to prove he could recover after falling from the very top. In Arizona, Warner prioritized the team's growth over his own ego. He spent his time mentoring younger players and refining his timing with a new set of receivers, eventually outworking everyone on the roster to reclaim his spot at the center of the offense. In 2008, he stunned the league again. Relying on incredible accuracy and veteran command of the pocket, he led an overlooked Cardinals roster through the playoffs to Super Bowl XL43. Arizona lost a heartbreaking game to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But even in defeat, Warner's legacy grew. Reaching the Super Bowl nearly a decade after his first run silenced his remaining critics. Winning with two completely different franchises demonstrated that his success was the result of a repeatable process of preparation, not a one-time miracle in St. Louis. In 2017, Kurt Warner was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. His career stands as proof that the invisible years of rejection are where the skills for the NFL are actually refined. He reached the top because he treated his period of anonymity as a chance to become undeniable. In 2008, he stunned the league again. Relying on incredible accuracy and veteran command of the pocket, he led an overlooked Cardinals roster through the playoffs to Super Bowl XL43. Arizona lost a heartbreaking game to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But even in defeat, Warner's legacy grew. Reaching the Super Bowl nearly a decade after his first run silenced his remaining critics. Winning with two completely different franchises demonstrated that his success was the result of a repeatable process of preparation, not a one-time miracle in St. Louis. In 2017, Kurt Warner was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. His career stands as proof that the invisible years of rejection are where the skills for the NFL are actually refined. He reached the top because he treated his period of anonymity as a chance to become undeniable.